In 2011, Rocksteady Studios made two highly praised games in Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City, with both games winning Game of the Year and honestly having perfect scores all around. So with this, everyone was excited for a third game and everyone was ready. But the thing was that Rocksteady Studios needed just a few more years to get this game perfect, just like how the fans wanted it. So with that, they handed their rights and everything that they had, for the past two games. They handed every code, everything. They handed it all off to WB Montreal. And they wanted them to take a spin on their version of the Batman. And WB Montreal said, okay. And they made Batman Arkham Origins. Now, when Batman Arkham Origins first came out, not everyone was really excited for it, seeing how this is the game that was not going to have Kevin Conroy or Mark Hamill. Seeing how both of these people voiced Batman and the Joker in the previous Arkham games, and also both of them worked on Batman the Animated Series, and everyone just wanted to see that. And this game was not going to have them voicing these iconic characters in Batman and the Joker. And everyone just wanted Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy. But the thing was, this take that WB was taking on this character, it was going to be a much darker and angrier Bruce when he is just starting out his career as Batman. And they hired two new actors with Roger Craig Smith and Troy Baker. Now, Roger Craig Smith plays Batman and Troy plays the Joker. And when this first came out, not many people liked this. They just wanted Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy. That's all they wanted. They wanted them to do what they do best. And when the game officially came out, it did not have good reviews. Everyone was saying that the gameplay and the fighting style was way too slow, and they really did not enjoy the game nor the story. So with all these critiques and everything that I'm saying, does Batman Arkham Origins deserve the hate? Well, to fully give an opinion, we're going to have to go into the story. So let's do that. The story begins with a cold Christmas Eve night. Now, with any Christmas Eve in Gotham, there is a breakout at Blackgate Prison. And the man running this is Black Mask. And Batman goes to Blackgate trying to stop Black Mask. Now, this is early in Batman's career, so Batman is seen as a myth. And the police don't know if he's a good guy or bad guy. Some don't even know that he exists. So Batman tries to stop Black Mask and he's trailing him and everything. And Black Mask eventually does get away. But Batman has to stay behind, seeing how there is a large crocodile. So Batman stays behind and he eventually does defeat Killer Croc. And Killer Croc tells Batman that there is assassins after him because Black Mask has put a bounty on his head, and there are 8 assassins, and whoever kills the Batman will be rich and famous and have $50 million. And Batman, knowing this, he does some digging and he finds out all the people that are going after him, all of these assassins.
Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, former military, subject of a failed medical experiment.
Failed, you say?
Garfield Linz, aka Firefly, burns on 90% of his body. His obsession is going to be his end.
How unlike anyone I know.
Here's a face I don't recognize. Copperhead. Strange. These reports reference a male, not a female.
14 escapes, huh? Well, you won't forget, not what the...
Floyd Lawton, aka Deadshot. Says here he's an expert sharpshooter.
How on earth?
Suspected of many assassinations. Dangerous, but reckless. Street tough named Lester Baczynski. Calls himself Electrocutioner.
Shocking.
Shiva. Her skill is unmatched. Bane, here in Gotham. would he be taking money as a hired killer?
And Batman realizes any money transaction has to go through Penguin. So Batman realizes that if Black Mask was to get the 50 million to give it to the bounty hunter, it would have to go through Penguin. So Batman goes and hunts down Penguin to get some answers, and he eventually arrives at the place where Penguin is at. But while he is there, one of the assassins, the electrocutioner, is also there. So they are about to have an amazing, great fight that is going to go down in the history books. This man gets one-shotted. This is honestly one of the best parts of the game, that they built up this entire boss fight thinking that it's going to be the best thing. You think that you are about to go into war with this man and have the best boss fight. This man gets one-shotted. Just amazing, just great. Now, Batman knows that Penguin is in the building, so he beats up a few guys and he eventually finds out where the Penguin is. Now, the Penguin, obviously terrified of Batman, tells him that Black Mask is dead and he died at Lacey Tower. And then eventually Batman is pulled straight out by a man named Deathstroke, Slade Wilson, another one of the assassins. Now, unlike the electrocutioner, this fight is amazing. And some people, honestly, most people, consider this the best Arkham boss battle. And that is throughout the entire series, including Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. Most people consider this the best boss fight in the series. And honestly, I agree with them, seeing how in this boss fight, Slade Wilson will change up his attacks and he will become more difficult. And they just fight. It's just like a brawl between two people that know exactly what they're doing, and just amazing. This fight is just great. Now, eventually Batman does defeat Slade Wilson, and then he goes to Lacey Tower after what Penguin told him, and he finds out that Black Mask may not be dead. Now, Black Mask's girlfriend was a little bit worried, so Black Mask sent her to a safe house. And I'm just going to let the rest of the clip play out.
Someone spooked Sionis' girlfriend, so he sent her to his safe house, which was anything but safe. Sionis showed up later, ready for trouble, and found it. Or so it seemed. Roman's always been paranoid. That's probably why he's lasted this long. He'd sent in a decoy, giving himself the element of surprise, but it wasn't enough. There was a fight. Sionis lost. The killer didn't hesitate to shoot the decoy, but he wanted Roman alive to access the cash stored at the Gotham Merchants Bank. With Sionis under control, all that remained was to tie up loose ends. But it wasn't the fire that killed Sionis' girlfriend. What kind of monster forces a man to kill the ones he loves? The Joker. He's the shadow I've been chasing. And now I know where he's going next. Gotham Merchants Bank.
And now Batman knows where the Joker is going. And this will be the first time that the Joker and Batman interact. So Batman goes to the bank and he sees that Joker has killed a bunch of men and it has been crazy. And eventually he finds out that Joker hasn't even left the building. He's still in the bank. And this is where we learn the truth about everything going on.
Think you can just waltz under my bank, huh?
Roman, I'm here for the Joker.
The Joker? Never heard of him. How about you, dog? Know the Joker?
The who?
And you, sir? Name Joker ring a bell? You son of a bitch! You think you can steal from me? Get away with it! You're a dead man. Dead! you just play along?
You're insane!
It's been you this whole time. You hired the assassins. You've been running Sionis' operation.
Well, technically it's my operation now. Isn't that right, boys?
You got me. Now let her go.
Oh, life would be so simple if you were all I wanted. No, you're just a teeny little distraction compared to what I've got up my sleeve. Here, have a laugh on me. You hear that? Sounds like 8 tiny reindeer.
Now, a lot of people have mixed feelings on this reveal. A lot of people hated it because they wanted a new villain, seeing how in Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, Joker is the main villain. So when they saw that Black Mask was going to be the main villain, a lot of people were excited and they saw somebody new and everyone was excited. And now on the other hand, everyone loves this reveal because one, it's an origin story. So obviously the Joker is eventually going to show up. So honestly, I don't know how I feel about this twist. Honestly, I see both sides. Some people wanted something new. A lot of people wanted to see the Joker and Batman interact for the first time ever. So I don't know how I feel about this, but it doesn't matter how I feel. Let's get back to the story. After that explosion, Batman wakes up next to the lady that was sprayed with the Joker gas, and he realizes that she's dead. And now, trying to stop Sionis and the Joker from killing each other, he interrogates this Joker goon. And the Joker goon reveals that Joker has taken over the Sionis steel mill. And Batman goes over there. And while he's infiltrating, Batman finds this guy dead. And he's infected with this kind of poison. But he goes on and he finds Sionis in this area. And he eventually gets snuck up on by Copperhead, another one of the assassins that Joker hired. And Batman gets poisoned by Copperhead. And Copperhead eventually leaves Batman thinking that he's dead, he's done. But Batman scans the area and get this DNA and he sends it to Alfred so that he can make an antidote quick. And Batman basically starts seeing things, he gets poisoned, and then eventually he has to fight Copperhead, but he is still poisoned, so he sees multiple versions of her. Now, this boss fight is not really that hard. Me personally, I did not have any trouble defeating her. So eventually he does defeat her and he ties her up. And then Copperhead tries to escape by telling Batman that all the assassins are going to have a meeting. But Batman, that is all he needed to hear because he can track signals. And eventually he goes to that big tower of where they're having a meeting. And he eventually sneaks into the security room to watch it, seeing how they're having this meeting on the top floor. But Batman goes to the security room and he watches this meeting happen. Just take a look.
Friends, assassins, welcome to our first quarterly performance review. As you can see here, Batman deaths are coming in far below projections. We are really gonna have to turn this around.
And by we, I mean you. Got that, Mr. Cushioner?
Just who the hell are you?
I'm the guy with the money. And the gun. So, when I hire you to kill the Batman, you shut the hell up and kill the Batman! So do you have anything else to contribute? I didn't think so. This fruitcake is fantastic! Anyone want a piece? All right, meeting's adjourned. Get out there and kill the bat. Move it along, big boy.
No, he's coming for you now. And when he gets here, I'm going to kill him. So you wait.
Well, this should be interesting.
And now Batman has to go through this entire tower just to get to the top. And yeah, the electrocutioner is dead. He's gone, never coming back. And we steal his gloves, and then we go to the top where obviously Bane and Joker are waiting on us. Now, Batman hides in this elevator shaft, seeing how second the elevator door opens, they're going to check. I think this is a smart move by Batman, seeing how in the...
Nice of you to drop in. And just in time.
He's mine, Paraso!
Remember, you gave your word.
You have 1 minute.
Do they even have manners where he comes from? You see, it's a tradition in my house to open one present each on Christmas Eve. How about this one?
How many lives did you just take?
None. I think that was just a little stocking stuffer. A construction site blocking my view. But this one isn't.
Fun fact, this scene is actually 1 minute as a whole. So when Bane told Joker that
I've long waited for this moment. With your death, I will find peace.
And now we are on a Bane boss fight. Now, the Bane boss fight, this version at least, is not really that difficult. Yes, it does get harder when he uses the venom, but I personally didn't find this first version that difficult. Now, the second version, when we are thrown outside, that is something else entirely different. That one was very, very, very hard and very difficult for me. I died so many times. That one was very hard for me. Now, after defeating Bane, the cops come because Alfred called the police because he doesn't want Bruce to kill himself because he's facing a man with super strength. So the cops come and the Joker just starts going off the rails. He starts shooting at Bane, and then Bane eventually pulls out an entire RPG and just shoots it dead at the Joker, almost killing him, until Batman saves him. And this is the switch gear for Joker. Seeing how Joker is trying to kill Batman, but Batman saved the Joker. And this is where Joker really starts to think about his relationship with Batman. Because before, Batman was just an obstacle, something that he has to pass so that he can destroy the city. But after getting saved by him, he truly starts to think about his relationship with Batman. Now, after this, Joker gets taken into Blackgate Prison. And with this, he meets a woman named Harleen Quinzel, who he manipulates. And then after a while, he eventually breaks out of prison. But before that, Batman starts looking into where Bane could be hiding. And eventually he finds Bane's base, basically. And eventually Batman finds out that Bane knows who Batman is. Bane knows that Batman is Bruce Wayne. And with this, he calls Alfred immediately, telling him just to stay in the Batcave and that he is on his way. But, of course, Firefly, another one of the assassins, starts attacking the bridge for no reason. I mean, obviously he wants the money, but the Joker is in prison. There is no more money. There's no point. So he just starts attacking the bridge for no reason. And eventually you defeat Firefly. And also at the same time, Batman and Jim, their relationship, it starts to better just a little bit. You know, you could see the respect building between these two. And then it all goes bad as Batman is trying to get to the Batcave, what he was trying to do before Firefly started to do all that fire stuff. But then it all goes wrong.
Alfred, I am in your house. Bruce Wayne, come home. Say your goodbyes. Once you've had time to turn grief to anger, then you'll be ready to face me. I have left enough life in him for some final words. If you hurry. Alfred!
Honestly, dude, when people say that Batman Arkham Origins had the best Bane, I can't argue with them, because this man found out Bruce's identity, immediately went to the Batcave, and eventually he kills Alfred. I know you guys can't see me right now, but I'm putting up quotations right now. He kills Alfred. Technically, he does kill Alfred, yes, but Batman eventually realizes that he can just bring him back to life using the electrocutioner's shock gloves. So eventually, Alfred does get brought back to life. And honestly, best version of Bane, in my opinion. Seeing how in the shows and TV, they make him this brute dumb that doesn't know anything at all. So to see him smart enough to figure out that Bruce is Batman and then immediately go to kill Alfred, mwah, chef's kiss. I love this scene. I love everything about this scene. Now, Batman is in self-doubt. He can't even protect his own home. What makes you think that he can protect Gotham? That is what he's saying to himself. And Alfred gives him an entire speech saying that Gotham needs him. And eventually, Bruce, he agrees. And then, like I said before, Joker is having an entire prison break at Blackgate. He has taken over this prison. So Batman goes over there to go and stop him. Now, Batman eventually sees the Joker, and the Joker wants Batman to break his #1 rule, to not kill. He wants him to kill. And Bane has a heart monitor. Now, Batman is either going to have to kill Bane, Joker, or the Warden of Blackgate. And Batman and Bane get into this entire fight. And yes, that fight is very, very, very difficult. I find myself struggling multiple times, died multiple times with this boss fight. I hate it, but at the same time, I love it because it gives an actual challenge and it shows you how difficult Bane truly is. Now, after the fight is done, Batman kills Bane. You can't see it, but I'm putting up quotations again. And once he kills him, quotations, Joker basically just runs off, and he's in shock that he got Batman to kill Bane. But turns out Batman did not kill Bane, and he can bring him back to life eventually. And Batman uses the shock gloves just like how he did Alfred, and he brings him back to life. But you don't know if it worked. Did it?
You leave me no choice, Mr. Wayne.
Now, this is scary. Now we are in this cat and mouse game with Bane. We have to destroy generators, and this man is chasing us. This is absolutely scary, and I love this mission so much. The fact that this man, Bane, is freaking looking like a beast, and you are just in this cat and mouse game with him. I think this is just amazing. Now, eventually, Batman turns off all of the generators and defeats Bane. So now there's only one more person to deal with. The clown prince of crime himself, the Joker. And lucky for us, the GCPD, we have earned their respect. And now he is locked in. There is no place for the Joker to run. So now he's trapped, and we finally got him.
That's it's so what a night! Fresh off the kill and back for more, eh?
Bane's still alive.
Now that's not funny. Is all this for you or for me? You must know that I'm a lost cause, but there's still hope for you. Yes. Oh, good. You just can't get it through your thick skull. We both exist because of them!
Give up! You've lost!
Why you do it, isn't it? You like the way it feels. It's what you need. Come on, baby. Beat me till your knuckles bleed. Why quit there? You know there's only one way to stop me.
Any one of my guys would have killed him.
Now, the cutscene goes on, and basically Jim is saying, I know the night is over, but I'm still going to have to take you in. And Batman eventually disappears, but Jim and Batman become good friends as the years go on. So, Batman Arkham Origins, does it deserve the hate? In my opinion, absolutely not. Was there bad parts of the story? Yes. But what game doesn't have bad parts? So with this game, I love this game personally. I love it. It will always have a special place in my heart. I grew up with Batman Arkham Origins and the Arkham series as a whole. Now, is it the best Batman game in the entire Arkham series? Of course not. But it is still an amazing game. So in my personal opinion, no, Batman Arkham Origins does not deserve the hate. I hope everyone that is watching enjoyed the video. I'm sorry that it is a super long video. I did not expect it to be this long of a video, but I really, really hope you enjoyed this video.